Many weeks ago, before the Orr estate became noisy with loud generators and self-appointed gossip secretaries, a gentle and quiet woman named Ebra had been living peacefully in the compound for over 12 years with her wealthy husband, Chief Ease. Chief Ease owned 4 flats, 2 shops, the borehole, and even the small generator that powered the estate during blackouts. Ebra wore long gowns that reached her ankles and scarves that covered her hair neatly, and she walked slowly like someone who didn't want to offend the ground. Even the children called her Auntie Saint before knowing her full name. And in turn, she would smile and pat their heads like a Sunday school teacher. Ebra swept the whole corridor every single morning without being told. When the landlady Mama Duffy saw her, she clapped her hands in surprise and said, "Ah, this one is different. God has finally remembered me. My other tenants fight over inheritance even before death, but this Ebra, she's a blessing." Ebra only smiled shyly. "It's just small sweeping, Ma. I can't stay where everywhere is dirty." Before long, every woman in the compound started comparing themselves to her. If one complained about her husband, the others would hiss and say, "Even Ebra, whose husband is big man, endures quietly and greets better than you." It became a competition such that whenever Ebra walked past, people adjusted themselves and spoke softly, pretending to be decent too. She quickly became friends with Tina, the woman who owned the small provision shop by the gates. Tina was loud and full of energy. She would always shout, "Customer, come and buy now," even when nobody was around. While Ebra talked as if she was afraid of disturbing air, but somehow their friendship made sense. Tina liked that Ebra was calm and Ebra liked that Tina was generous. Every morning Ebra passed by Tina's shop, smiled and said, "Good morning, sister. I like how you wake up early." Tina would laugh and shout, "My dear, money doesn't wait for people that like to sleep." Then she would give her a can of cold Maltina and say, "Drink Jer, you are too gentle. You need sugar in your system." Soon Tina even trusted Ebra with her shop keys. One afternoon she tapped her finger playfully. "Ebra, if the supplier comes and I never reach, just help me collect the goods. I trust you. You are not like these other women." Ebra only smiled and said, "Don't worry, I'll help you. We are all sisters." The compound women loved her because she was the unofficial peacemaker. When tenants quarreled over who used the borehole last, Ebra would appear like an angel speaking softly. "Please, life is not all about fight. Let's have peace." Even the men in the compound greeted her with respect. "Good evening, madam. You are a good example in this our estate." But the real comedy began when Mama Duffy decided that Ebra was her spiritual daughter. One afternoon she called Ebra into her apartment filled with plastic flowers and old calendar pictures of past presidents. "My daughter, I like you. You are not like all these other wives that wear trousers and be forming slay queen. You are very decent. In fact, if anything happens to Chief, you deserve everything. He told me so himself." Ebra smiled politely. "Thank you, Ma. I am just living quietly." Mama Duffy nodded. "Seriously? Yes, I see that. Don't mingle too much with them. They are too noisy. If you start shouting now, you'll become like them." And that was how it started. From that day, Mama Duffy treated Ebra as if she was the compound pride. When the tenants' meeting came, she even introduced her dramatically. "This is Ebra, our very good wife, the one that ties scarf and doesn't make noise. If every woman were like her, I would be sleeping well in this compound." The others just rolled their eyes, but Tina defended her. "Leave my sister alone. Oh, she is a good person. You people like bad things too much. Not every quiet woman is fake." And that was how Ebra's reputation grew. When someone lost their key, they would run to her because she's trustworthy. If a neighbor needed someone to hold small money till the next day, Ebra was the safe box. At night, when everyone was asleep, she would sit by her window, filing her nails and singing quietly. Her room was simple. She had just one bed, one plastic chair, and a big brown box where she kept her clothes and important documents. Sometimes she would smile to herself as if she was remembering something only she understood. And if you happened to pass by her window at that moment, you would think she was a peaceful angel. By the time Ebra had spent 12 years in our estate, Her presence had melted completely into the compound rhythm. She had become like wallpaper, always there, quietly blending in and never drawing too much attention, yet always watching everything. She knew who quarreled with who owed rent, and how Chief Ease had started visiting a native doctor secretly. Then the storm came one rainy Tuesday night. Chief Ease complained of severe stomach pain after eating Ebra's special pepper soup. By morning he was dead. The whole compound mourned. People whispered, "Mysterious, oh, he was healthy yesterday." Ebra cried softly, looking broken, but she arranged everything quietly. No drama, no shouting. The lawyer came the very next day with the will. In front of everyone. Mama Duffy, Tina, the tenants, he read. "All my properties, the 4 flats, the shops, the borehole, everything goes to my second wife, Ebra. She has been my secret wife for 12 years. The first wife divorced me long ago. Ebra gets it all." The compound went silent. Then gasps. "Ha! Ebra. Secret second wife." People who thought Ebra was the humble first wife now realized she was the hidden one all along. Overnight, Ebra inherited everything. She moved into the biggest flat with her boxes, her standing fan, and a small plastic bucket balanced gracefully on her head. She greeted the gateman with her slow smile and gentle bow. From that moment people began to talk. By the following morning, half the compound already feared her more than respected her. But Ebra smiled shyly as always. "It's just small inheritance, my people. Life happens." Before long she started changing things. She raised shop rent on Tina. She locked the borehole sometimes, saying, "Water no be free now." When tenants complained, she spoke softly. "Please, let's have peace. Chief left it to me." The compound women who once praised her now hissed behind her back. Too much calmness is suspicious. Even lizard nods before it strikes. Tina, heartbroken, defended her at first. "Leave my sister. She good person." But when Ebra demanded full rent up front and threatened eviction, Tina's eyes opened. The burial was set for Saturday. The whole estate gathered at the family compound outside Lagos. Chief Ease lay in the open casket, dressed in his best Igbada. Ebra sat front row in white wrapper and scarf, looking calm and sorrowful. As the pastor prayed the final prayer, something strange happened. The corpse sat up, slowly, like a man waking from sleep. Chief Ease's eyes opened. His mouth moved. In a weak but clear voice he said, "Ebra, you poisoned me. With that soup. You wanted everything. Too soon." The entire burial ground froze. Women screamed. Men jumped back. Children cried. Mama Duffy held her chest. "Jesus. You." Ebra's face went pale. She stood up trembling. No, it's not true. He's not well." But Chief Ease pointed one shaky finger at her. "You gave me the soup. You said it was special. You smiled. Like always." Then he fell back into the casket, lifeless again. The crowd erupted. Phones came out. People shouted, "Call police. She killed him." The matter exploded. Police arrived. They took Ebra away in handcuffs. Her scarf fell into the dust, but nobody bent to pick it up. The long gown that once made her look innocent now dragged like evidence of deceit. Back in or estate, the compound turned into a theater of lessons. Tina found an empty vial in Ebra's big brown box. Rat poison mixed with herbs. Little Daniel, Joy's son, had seen Ebra mixing something into the soup pot one night but thought it was seasoning. Joy ran to Tina. "Tina, see this." Tina read the label, eyes wide. "Ha! Ebra." They confronted her at the police station when she was brought for identification. Tina stormed forward. "Ahu, Madam's second wife. Good evening. Or should we say Madam Poisoner?" Ebra turned sharply. "Tina, what are you saying?" Tina held up the vial. "You killed Chief with poison in the soup. You used scarf to confuse all of us. Today your calmness no go save you." Neighbors who came to witness gasped. Mama Duffy, tears in eyes. "Ebra, why? I called you my daughter." Ebra raised hands trembling. "Please, It's not what you think. I can explain. He was going to leave me nothing. I only wanted what was mine. I promise I didn't mean death. Tina stepped back in disbelief. You wanted what was yours? You took his life. The court case was quick. Ebra was sentenced. The properties went to Chief's family after legal battle. Or estate returned to normal noise, but the landlady changed the rules. No matter how calm a woman is, never trust too much. If death comes mysterious, check the quiet one twice. Months later, Ebra was released on appeal but never returned. She passed the compound one Sunday evening with 2 boxes and her fan, head down. Tina saw her first. Eyes met. Ebra tried weak smile. Tina, good afternoon. Tina looked firm. We will never forget. Ebra nodded with tears and walked away silently. That evening, Uncle Sylvester told the women, You see life? You can wear long gown, cover head, but if heart no clean, even corpse go sit up to expose you. Next time, open your eyes, not just your gate when quiet woman day smile too much. And that was how or estate learned that real goodness doesn't wear a uniform. Ever since, whenever a new tenant arrives looking too calm with scarf and long gown, someone reminds, better watch that one. We've seen her type before, even the dead can testify. But the truth was, decency is not character. Thank you for watching the story. Kindly share your thoughts about the story with me in the comment section. Give the story a thumbs up and share the story out with your loved ones. Subscribe to this channel if you've not done so by now. Until I bring another story your way. Bye.